It's a winner-go-home situation for the Texans. Injuries, Ari, we'll start with you. Still concern over who's been out the last couple of days, and the question mark still going into this football game Saturday.
Yeah, there's a couple of those position groups that are going to be really important that have been hit by injuries. The defensive line is something the Texans have been struggling with the last couple of weeks, just not knowing the availabilities of those guys. And then wide receiver, such a big position because you finally got C.J. Stroud back. Everything's great. You got your quarterback one, and then now you're just not sure how many guys are going to be out there and available. Obviously, Tank Dell is out, but then Robert Woods, Noah Brown, how many people are you really going to have to throw to if those guys either aren't available or banged up? This is going to be a huge showcase for Nico Collins being really their only big healthy target.
Yeah, big game. They need the big fella to step up for sure. C.J. Stroud, great comments early in the week, Aaron. This guy is locked in, laser focused. You know, granted it was college, but he's been in big pressure game situations before, and he says you just got to treat it like any other game out here.
Absolutely. We look at the Georgia game, how he performed. Look at these games, these clutch performances late in the fourth quarter. I don't think the stage or the moment will be too big for him. I think that he'll be normal C.J. Stroud, which is exceptional and perhaps a little motivated. Snub for the Pro Bowl. Many thought he was deserving. Laramie Tunsil, the only representative. So maybe a little extra for C.J. Stroud. Show everybody what he's got.
All right. Right now, you look at the odds going into this football game. Texans are actually now a favorite. They were a 1.5 underdog. Now they're actually the favorites going in. So there's people out there who believe they can go to Indianapolis, close this thing out, and punch their ticket to the postseason. Head-to-head, it's pretty equal across the board.
Yeah, I mean, the Colts, I think, are surprising people this year. They're a little bit better than definitely I thought they would be. They're a different team with Anthony Richardson, who has been out all year, but we saw a glimpse of what he can do in week 2 than they are with Gardner Minshew. The ceiling is certainly lower, but I think the floor is a little bit higher with Minshew, and Minshew really gives the Texans trouble for some reason. Everyone's been talking about Jonathan Taylor and how much Jonathan Taylor has just cooked the Texans over the years. I don't think that necessarily matters because Derrick Henry has the most insane stats of anyone ever against any team against the Texans, and they've been able to shut him down. I think that run defense has gotten significantly better. If the Texans can force Gardner Minshew to have to throw, to have to come from behind, I think there's a way that they can get it done.
Yeah, try to force some mistakes in him. One thing I want to ask you, we back on the Texans offense, Aaron, focus a lot on C.J. Stroud, but they've got to have a big day from Singletary. Singletary's got to find those holes again. How critical is that and for this offensive line to open it up for him here?
It's absolutely pivotal. You think about Devin and what he's done this season. He's been the guy that has helped them win some football games, created balance. I thought the way that they operated against the Titans in terms of run-pass ratio, one of their better games called by Bobby Sloak, the offensive coordinator. And Devin has a knack for finding the hole. He's elusive. That 24-yard run, he made most of that happen on his own, one of their longest runs of the year. I really have a lot of confidence in Devin, as do they. And he's really been the glue for this offense. Without him, especially as Ari said, they are shorthanded. Noah Brown's not playing. Robert Woods is a game-time decision. I have a lot of doubt about his availability. They're going to need a running game. You better pack a running game and a strong defense for January football.
Yeah, you got to have that to get the win. By the way, Singletary, I believe 192 carries. That's a career high for him, but he spoke about it the other day, earning this opportunity, and all his teammates were saying, especially Laramie Tunsil, that he's bought into this offensive system. So it's on to Indianapolis Saturday night, the season finale. They've got to get a win to get in, maybe a win. Jags lost. They're going to wind up division champions perhaps, but a lot to be done and determined over the next few days for sure between Saturday and Sunday. That's the latest from NRG Stadium. For Ari Alexander and our insider Aaron Wilson, I'm Randy McElvoy. So long for now.